Hello, future me. Welcome to day 241. These are my old glasses, right? Look at them. These are my old glasses. And these are my new ones. They look different. They have a clear bottom, but I kind of like them. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to. But if you ever watch The Flash, they look like Dr. Wells's glasses, which I kind of like. I like that look. They do look a little weird at first, but I think I just have to get used to them. But I do like them. They have that kind of like boxier look, I guess. And there is a big advantage that I'll show you. Hold on. Okay. You see how I can like put it? Hold on. You see how I can like orientate it any way I want, and the stems stay up. They don't move. It's nice not having to worry about this happening all the time, because these are insanely broken. However, these are insanely new. But yeah, I see about the same. The prescription is a little different. It's not noticeable, but I do see at least a little better. And my astigmatism, not much of a change. I don't really have a good reference point. Oh wait, let's see. Down. It's a little better. It's barely even noticeable, but I mainly got new glasses for the fixed penis, for the fixed stems. And these have several scratches on them. I'm not really sure if you can see them or not on camera, but there are a few scratches on them. Yeah, you can see it kind of right there. But I like these. They have a different. The shape's kind of the same. But I do like the clear. I feel like if I lose weight, it sounds stupid, but I feel like if I lose weight, they'll look better. I don't know why. I just had that feeling. Today has been it's been a very lazy day, but I've still got some stuff done. I got my glasses today, and I got that back today. It's a little mixing board for microphones. I don't have any cords for it right now, though. My dad came by today. I haven't done any coding at all. I've just been really lazy. I did work on music a little bit. Not much. Just kind of, the songs are almost finished. Like I'd say like every song is at least 90% done. Just little tweaks here and there. But yep. I'm kind of nervous. I'm looking at the Cooper lights, and the astigmatism makes the light, and they don't really seem to be working all that well. It's definitely worse without my glasses on, but it's still there. But it's not bad though. It's really not. Shit. Sorry. It came with a new cloth. I like the feeling of my old one better, and I'm very glad about this. It came with a little cleaning thing, which really fucking I did on my old glasses, and it really fucking helped. It does a big difference. But it came in this little shitty plastic Walmart. It came from Walmart. It came with the shitty Walmart container, where when my old ones came with this thing. I mean, I don't use the case, so it doesn't really matter. I will say Walmart did seem less shady than VisionWorks. VisionWorks just seemed shady from the beginning. I think I talked about this last time, but VisionWorks, my prescription had astigmatism on it. Like my prescription said, whatever vision correcting lenses plus the astigmatism fix. But when VisionWorks made the lens, you have to pay extra to get the astigmatism. It doesn't just come with the prescription or whatever. But Walmart just puts it on there full price, the astigmatism fix too, which was very nice. It was like $100 more for VisionWorks. And they gave me the glasses without even telling me that the astigmatism wouldn't have been fixed. So they were like, yeah, here's your glasses. Put them on at night, and like, holy shit, they don't work. And it's like, oh yeah, you got to pay $100 for that. So yeah, that sucked. But yeah. I really want to do psychedelics so bad. It's just I can't remember if it was last night or the night before, but I started talking about parallel universes and how like if you stepped foot into one, you could possibly die or go mad. I feel like that's what happens when you take like have a really big psychosis from psychedelic. Like ego death could probably be some type of variation of what I'm talking about. Ego death is when you do so much psychedelics, such a high dosage of psychedelics that your sense of self and sense of reality start to melt, and you kind of, and some people have described it going into a parallel universe, and I didn't really put those dots together, but that kind of makes sense. So my theory might be right. I might be the smartest man in the world. Who knows? But I don't even want to. I mean, obviously, I want to do shrooms and just psychedelics because it'll be fun, but for the longest time, I've had this like, just I want to say my heart has just felt so heavy. It's just felt so heavy, and I have this constant fear of death because my mom died around like a year and 2 months ago, and ever since then, and my grandpa died, and ever since then, well, definitely not since then, but because I've always been scared of death. Like I remember one time I was riding my bike with my dad down the sidewalk. I was like 5 or 6. I looked up at my dad and I said, "What happens after we die?" And I started crying. And then me and my dad had this conversation that I can't remember. But I've been scared of death for the longest time. And, ever since my mom and my grandpa died, it's kind of just become worse. And it's kind of become like, I'm going to lose everyone I love. Because my dad's going to die eventually. My other grandpa, my other grandma's going to die eventually. And I just want that, like, sense of clarity that you get. And not just that, I just want to learn more about myself. Because, a lot of people talk about how they understand themselves better, or they understand what they can do to make themselves better. And obviously there's better, I'm not going to say better, there's less dangerous ways you can go about that, but I feel like it's its own kind of specific circumstance, and it's kind of the one that I want to go on. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, I was watching a video of like the different levels of being high on psychedelics, and I think for my first one, I want to be at a 2. No, yeah, 2. Either a 2 or a 3. I think in that video, 2 was described as... I watched 2 videos. 2 is kind of described... Level 2 is kind of described as... I'm so sorry. Level 1 is described as like dipping your toes in the pool. Level 2 is described as wearing a like... what are they called? Like underwater goggles, water goggles. And looking into it, but you can pull back whenever you want to. It's like you're peeking into the water, but you can pull back. And then either 3 or 4, I can't remember, is when you just go in and you can't come back out. And I definitely want to be at a 2. And if 3 is the going into the water and can't come back, 3 isn't that bad. Like 3, you won't be able to distract yourself from it, but it's not overwhelming. 4 is when it starts to get overwhelming, and 5 is when it's too much. Some part of me wants to go ahead and go to 3. But I feel like I need to at least go to 2, start at 2, because I might even start at 1 if I have enough. I don't know. I'm not going to say who, but someone I know and I trust with all my life is going to possibly give me some for my little Christmas present, and I am pretty excited about that. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. I was hoping to have done it by now, like during my break, but plans have changed. I was really hoping to have some weed too, but I don't. And life is life. Life can go on. Life cannot go on. Who knows? But I've been watching a lot of videos of that today, and I watched some other dude kind of say how he had the same fear of death, and he did some kind of variant of DMT, which I'm not going to do for a while, because DMT is scary. DMT is absolutely terrifying, especially for the first experience. I think I want to stick with some shrooms for a little bit, and then eventually because I definitely do want to do DMT, and I want to do salvia. Salvia, I think, I can't remember if salvia is worse or like more jacking off. More of a dangerous kind of thing. I don't know. But I definitely just want to start at shrooms, psilocybin. And, yeah. But yeah, this guy had this, fear of death, and he did this some type of DMT variant, and when he came out of it, he said that it was like he wasn't. He still had the fear of death, but it was just like this sense of calminess. It's like no, it's not. He just said he didn't fear death because there was no. I'm getting two videos I'm watching mixed up. I'll talk about the second one because the second one has a better kind of clearer message. It's like this dude, I can't remember what he took, but he took something, and he came out of it, and he described how in this trip he kind of forgot everything about this reality and sort of had these memories of the place that he was in now. It's like he had been there before. That's where he belongs. That's home. And he was talking to these entities, these people, and he described it as the place where everyone goes when they die. And that when those entities were talking to him, they were like, you have to go back to your reality, but don't worry because soon, or not soon, but you will be back with us. So it's kind of theorized that is whatever the afterlife is. I'm going to explain this poorly. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. And I don't know why. I've been going to sleep at 2, waking up at 9. Isn't the 7 hours. But yeah. I have been exercising. I exercised yesterday. And I'm going to tonight. I think I need to start like calculating break days, because I honestly, how I'm doing it right now, I've taken one break day within the past 2 weeks, and that's not good. At least I think it's been I have not been, I don't know when I started. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, sorry, what did I have to eat today? I woke up, I had sloppy joes for breakfast. They were really good. And no way. Oh yeah, and then I had like pea soup. That sounds disgusting, but it's really good. That's all I've had to eat today. Haven't been eating too much. I might eat something later tonight if I get hungry, but yeah. I'm probably gonna end it there. If I forgot to comment, if I forgot to talk about anything, I'll leave in the comments or talk about it tomorrow. Talk about it tomorrow. Goodbye. Sorry.